Yamashiro swings and grounds one to third. Does he beat it out? He does not. A nice play by Logan Pollock at third base. And the Oaks have one gone here in the top of the second inning. 5-4 on the putout. We apologize. We have a new stream going on now. We started off starting a stream where it said Oaks versus Arroyo Seco Saints, but now we're on the correct stream. If you're just joining us, top of the second inning, scoreless, hitless ball game on both sides. And here comes Steele Ledford, the DH for Conejo, with one gone in the second. The first pitch, up and away, 1-0 to Ledford. This season, Steele has not gotten off to the hottest start. Hitting .286 with 4 hits, a couple doubles, and a couple base hits. 1-0 is outside, 2-0. The reason I say he hasn't gotten off to the best start is because we know what's in the tank for Steele Ledford with a sweet swing from the left side. Big things expected from him. 2-0-1 away. The pitch. A strike called on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Bright orange cleats as always for Steele. Standing on deck is Ramon Gomez. 2-1 pitch. A called strike at the knees. Ledford disagrees.
Looked a little low, Jordan, but what do I know?
2-2. Lefty Pearson gets his sign. The kick and the pitch, breaking ball is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We've seen Barabino mix up his pitches nicely these first couple innings. Gone deep in the bag for not only fastballs and curveballs, but it's also featured the slider and change. Next pitch lifted to the right side. On the cut of the infield grass, the second baseman makes the call, makes an acrobatic catch. That's Masai Dorsey. A little more complicated than I think he wanted it to be, but still, the second out here in the top of the second inning. And next up is Ramon Gomez, the third baseman for Conejo. Gomez was 0 for 3 last night, but reached in the first inning on a walk.
Only hitting 167 so far this year.
2 gone, nobody on. The first pitch is low, 1-0. Ramon Gomez. Player that people rave about his quick hands at the plate. 1-0 turns to 1-1. Obviously, playing third base today, a versatile infielder. Just waiting for him to break out this summer, the 1-1. Confused on a changeup and swings through it. A ball and 2 strikes. Gomez from Oxnard City College. One of a number of Oaks from that college. Gabe Baldovino on deck. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and high fly ball to right field. Jair Donovan makes the call, makes the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning here in the second for Larry Barabino. He's been hard to square up. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Through 1.5, we're scoreless from MLB Youth Academy on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Bottom of the second inning, Benjamin Donison is the DH, hitting fourth today from the right side.
His debut for the Barons.
Big righty swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. Nothing in one. Lima, McKinney, Sandoval, left to right in the outfield for the Oaks. Gomez, Odekirk left side, 0-1 in. Breaking ball low, 1-1. Baldovino, Yamashiro right side, Jacob Castro behind the plate. Right here at MLB Youth Academy. The first MLB Youth Academy ever open. Jam shot ground ball to short. Odekirk charges hard, has to hurry. The throw to first is in time, 6-3. One gone in the bottom of the second inning. How about the athleticism for the Oak shortstop?
We've seen a couple good plays from the left side of the infield tonight. In the top of the second inning, obviously the really, really nice play from Logan Pollock. And then right there, Tyler Odekirk from short.
Jair Donovan, the right fielder, batting from the left side today. Hitting 200 this year in 10 at-bats. It's a couple RBIs. First pitch to the lefty is outside, 1-0. Yeah, the first MLB Youth Academy right here in Compton, California. Since its opening, a number have opened across the country. 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0. They're now 2 in Texas, Houston and Dallas, 1 in Philadelphia and Cincinnati, Kansas City, and Washington, D.C. New academy set to open as well. The 2-0 pitch, up and in, 3-0.
And Jordan, the class of players that have come through the Youth Academy and through the Academy Barons program, second to none. I mean, you see them displayed up on the outfield wall.
Many of them were Academy Barons. And the biggest name has to be Chris Davis of the Oakland A's. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. We look at guys like J.P. Crawford, who's now on the Mariners.
Aaron Hicks on the Yankees.
Of course. Vince Velasquez, the right-handed pitcher for the Phillies. The 3-1 pitch, chopper to the right side. Yamashiro fields and tags the bag himself. 2 away. Yeah, this facility right here on the campus of Compton College takes up more than 20 acres, a state-of-the-art facility. 4 fields here, and we're on the main field here. See the batter's eye in center field. It just feels professional.
Yeah, I walked in and I was shocked. It just kept going.
2 gone. The first pitch to the right-handed hitter, Logan Pollock, is called a strike. Goes by both Pollock and Polak. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Versatility's nice.
The 0-1. Too high, and it's a ball and a strike now. Jacob Flores is throwing bullets today. Continuing his scoreless inning streak here in the bottom of the second inning. Up north of 6 innings now. The 1-1. Fastball ripped to straightaway center field. Trent McKinney ranges over to his left to make the catch and end the second inning. Both teams swinging hard, but nothing to show for. F8 is how we end the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left aboard. Jacob Flores threw 2 perfect innings here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Gabe Baldovino leads off the top half of the third inning for Conejo. The Oaks so far have gone through 2 hitless innings here from Compton. The only man aboard, Nico Lima, worked a walk on a full count pitch, still second, and was thereafter stranded. Baldovino against the lefty Barabino, the third. The first pitch is low for a ball, 1-0.
Big fan of the alliteration, Jordan.
Thank you. Baldovino, Oaks leading hitter so far this year at .412, a double and 6 base hits. The 1-0 resides outside, 2-0. And in addition to that .412 average, Zach, it seems like Baldovino has been the most sure-handed infielder so far this year. An aggressive swing at the 2-0 pitch, which is high, and it results in a high fly out to right field, caught by the right fielder Jair Donovan. A quick out here in the third. And here comes the aggressive swinging Trent McKinney, who's hitting .222 this year with a double and a home run. But he also has 8 strikeouts, which is good for a second on the team. He lets it rip.
I admire it. I really do. I admire the confidence and the swagger he exudes.
Chases a first pitch and lifts it foul to the right side.
It's big at the bottom of the order. You want to have a guy and the 9-hole hitter that can provide a little spark. And he has so far this season, absolutely.
MLB Youth Academy. Talked a little bit about how beautiful it is here as the 0-1 comes in. Ground ball to the right side. Easy play for the first baseman, Jalen Hurd. Takes it to the bag in time for another out. Now, last year, the CCL prospect game happened right here at MLB Youth Academy. Featured some of the brightest stars of the CCL. Seemed like over half of the entire rosters were consisted of Conejo Oaks and Santa Barbara Foresters, 2 of the better teams in the league last year. Showing bunt is Odekirk as that ball is thrown to the screen for a first pitch ball. Back to the top of the lineup. Odekirk struck out swinging struck out looking back in the first inning.
Nasty curveball from Barabino. First strikeout of the day. Only strikeout of the day.
He's working quickly today. 1-0 turns to 2-0 on that pitch high. Thanks for joining us here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. This day in history, which is June 12th, a number of things happen. 2-0 is in there, 2-1. Ben Hogan, a legendary golfer, won his first U.S. Open on today's date. 2019 U.S. Open getting going tomorrow from the legendary Pebble Beach golf links. 2-1 is high, 3-1. I, for one, am really excited for the U.S. Open.
Jordan's a big golfer. What'd you shoot yesterday, Jordan? 2 over?
Monday I shot a couple over. I did. Wasn't hitting too many fairways. The 3-1 ripped to center field and into center field for the Oaks' first hit today. Tyler Odekirk checks in with a 2-out knock, and Raul Sandoval will try and do some 2-out damage. You know what they say, 2-out rally, put it up the alley, and that's what Odekirk did.
You know, I've never heard that saying before, and you best know I'm going to be using that a lot because that's beautiful.
Thank you.
No hitters over, Jordan.
There it goes.
Normally you say it, but I thought I'd jump in for this one.
Yeah, I take that from the Nationals color guy, F.P. Santangelo. One of the better color guys in baseball. Really funny guy. First pitch low and away to Sandoval. Sandoval, he's heating up, Zach. And you saw it in the first inning, a fly out to left field. He just got under that one. Ripped a homer yesterday. As soon as this guy clicks, the bridge from 1 to 3 will be much more defined. 1-0 throw over to first base. Odekirk back in safely. Oaks have been fairly aggressive on the base paths this year. Saw Lima steal a bag in the first inning, but Coach Solis wants to be more aggressive. Odekirk takes off just as I say that, and he's in to second base with a stolen bag. Tyler Odekirk showing off his speed, and for him, that is stolen bag number 1. Was caught stealing yesterday in the Foresters game on a controversial call that Coach Zillies wanted to have another look at on the bus today. Said they got him on the ankle. We didn't get any definitive evidence, but that was in the 5th inning yesterday. Runner on second base. Oaks threatening. The 1-1 pitch too low. A nice block by Elizalde. Oaks had a runner on second base with 2 outs in the first. Castro flew out to end that threat. Nico Lima on deck, the 2-1. Ready for Raul Sandoval. A fastball, called a strike.
You saw the dirt flying off the glove on that one, Jordan. Add a little extra to it.
That's how you know. Also on this date in history, President Ronald Reagan with his legendary plea for Gorbachev to tear down the Berlin Wall. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Breaking ball fought off and fouled back. That's incredible patience from Sandoval. We've seen a number of those breaking balls full Oaks hitters. Looks like they're starting to get the message in the right side dugout. 2-2. Sandoval waves his bat 3 times, now 4 times. Rests his bat on his shoulder. Waits for the 2-2, which is just a bit low and away. The count filled up. The Bulls in 1991 won their first NBA championship over the LA Lakers. That series only lasted 5 games.
MJ.
Full count pitch too low. Raul Sandoval. He's on first. 2 on, 2 away for Nico Lima. That's walk number 2 for Larry Barabino III. Also on this day in history, a couple of significant baseball things happened.
Here we go.
First off, in 81, the Major League Baseball players started a 49-day strike over the free agent compensation issue. Runner goes from second. That's Odekirk, and he slides into third safely. Didn't have any stolen bases on the year before the inning started. Now he's got a couple, and the Oaks are 90 feet away from scoring with runners on the corners and 2 outs.
Looks like they're taking some tips from the Foresters, who the last couple of days ran all over the Oaks. Right here, the Oaks so far running all over Barabino. Normally you see lefties really good against base runners, but today, 3 stolen bases already. Great start.
0-1 to the power-swinging Nico Lima. Swings and rips a base hit to left field. The Oaks rally for a run here in the 3rd inning. They lead 1-0 on a 2-out base hit by Nico Lima. Odekirk in to score from third. Over to second goes Sandoval. Lima stands aboard first with his 2nd RBI of the season.
Great piece of hitting right there. Dropped it right into the left field gap. Scored a run. Odekirk did a great job of setting the table right there. A couple stolen bases to get in scoring position.
Now here comes the lefty Jacob Castro, the catcher, and for his 2nd at-bat of the season, takes a strike on the outside corner. Flew out to left in his Oaks debut at-bat. Anyway, back to baseball. In 1997, interleague play started, ending a 126-year tradition of separating the 2 leagues before the World Series. Barabino III steps off the rubber. Castro digs back in, 2 on, 2 away. Oaks on top, 1-0. Barabino checks the runner. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to second, shouldn't be a problem. Dorsey goes to second, 4-6 for the ground out to end the inning. But a 2-out rally for the Oaks nets them a 1-run lead as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, a couple left. And as I said, to the bottom of the 3rd on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Jalen Hurd leads off the bottom of the third inning. 250 hitter. Takes a fastball from Jacob Flores high, 1-0. On the year, only 1 hit and 4 plate appearances for the big man Hurd. Struck out as well once. 1-0 is in there. A strike, 1-1. Ball and a strike, nobody on, nobody out. Chopper right side, outside the bag, foul. Ryan Yamashiro had to race over to that ball in case it was fair because the Oaks had a slight shift going for this right-handed hitter. Yamashiro actually playing, must be 30 feet off of the first base bag. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Chopper back to Flores, snags it and throws to first, lobs it rather, and Yamashiro fields for the first out of the bottom of the third inning. 1-3. Jacob Flores has been awfully impressive today. A 1-2-3 first with 2 strikeouts. An easy second inning, faced the minimum, and now Jalen Hurd, the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the third inning, taps out to the pitcher. Matthew Elizalde calls the first pitch, strike.
It's the Aztec magic, Jordan. It's that Aztec magic. They're different down there in San Diego.
The 0-1, outside. What do you mean by that? How are they different down in San Diego, Mr. SDSU?
I can't describe it. You gotta be there. I mean, look at him. He's been their best pitcher this year.
1-1, ground ball to second base. Baldovino to first. Overhand throw to Yamashiro, 4-3. And Jacob Flores has pitched 8 perfect batters so far.
It's the Aztec magic, Jordan. It's the Aztec magic.
Kendall Pettis, the 9-hole hitter, playing left field today. The final hope for the Barons in the home half of the third. Flores gets his sign from Castro and offers. Too low. Pettis thinking about bunting on that one. Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch. Too low. 2 balls, no strikes. Feel free to comment on our Oaks YouTube page with any interesting stories, whether it be this day in history, this day in baseball history, or anything else you want to share. We appreciate your contributions. 2-0 pitch fouled off to the right, 2-1. Looking forward to another round of trivia today. We've been pretty bad this year. We're both 0 for. You're 0-2. I'm 0-1. And now the 2-1. Right back to the mound. Flores fields. The throw to first is in time. Another 1-2-3 inning for Jacob Flores. He's been fantastic today. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We're through 3 full. The Oaks lead the Barons 1-0 on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Top of the fourth inning from Compton, California. Oaks on top 1-0. For play-by-play duties, here's my partner, Zach Engberg.
Thank you very much, Jordan. Fantastic first 3 innings. Not much going, but the Oaks lead 1-0 here as we head into the top of the fourth inning. We have a new pitcher for the Barons, Brandon Mitchell. 1 appearance this year, a 13.5 ERA. Not a very good outing in his first outing, Brandon Mitchell. He's replacing the lefty, Larry Barabino III, who went 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run it was earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. A very efficient performance in the first 3 innings. He was perfect through the first 2, or he had a no-hitter going in the first 2, and then the third inning, a walk, a couple of hits, a couple of stolen bases from Tyler Odekirk, and Limo with the huge RBI single to score the run. They ended up leaving 2 runners on base, but nonetheless, a big run in the top of the third inning to take the lead. And up first for the Oaks here, the first baseman, Ryan Yamashiro. Yamashiro, first time up, grounded into a first pitch to Valdivino is in the dirt. Great stop by Elizalde. Tough name. Elizalde. 1-0 count.
But as long as he plays a solid catcher, and from the first 3 innings he has.
Second pitch. Once again a little bit outside. 2-0 count. Brandon Mitchell struggling here in the fourth inning after Barabino was doing a great job in the first 3. Two-0 pitch. Baldovino readies. Rocks his back and forth. Baldovino drives it to right field, and that looks like it's going to drop too. Gets up to the wall. Ledford is going to strut in for the score. Gomez rounding third. Baldovino is heading for third. He's going to get in there for a triple. That's a 2-run triple for Gabe Baldovino, and the Oaks take a 3-0 lead here in the top of the fourth. Touching up Brandon Mitchell. 3 base hits in 4 batters here. Massive inning. Great piece of hitting from Baldovino. That right field gap is getting a lot of action today, Jordan.
It is. Basil Williams, a really good defensive center fielder. You can't blame him. He's had good jumps on those balls. The Oaks, sometimes the luck is on your side, and that's exactly what's going on here in the fourth inning. Just dropping it in the perfect spot right in between the right and center fielders.
First pitch in the 9-hole hitter, McKinney fouls it off, 0-1 count, 1 down here in the top of the fourth. 3 runs, 5 hits so far for the Oaks. No runs, no hits for the Barons. Second pitch, just a little bit outside, 1-1 count. And McKinney, as we've mentioned, is known to let it fly when the opportunity presents itself, and this is perfect right here. 1 down with a little bit of a lead. 1-1 pitch, McKinney was looking for a big fly right there. Just missed it. 1-2 count.
McKinney had a tough day yesterday, 0 for 3 with a couple strikeouts. The day before, checked in with
1-2 pitch. McKinney swings and misses right there. Just past him. It was a little bit outside. Couldn't quite catch up to it. And that's 2 down here in the top of the fourth. First strikeout for Brandon Mitchell.
Anyway, as I was saying, he checked in with a home run, but he's been chasing those fastballs and off-speed pitches away. And on the CCL, head coaches, they talk. And teams will figure that out. Back
to the top of the order with Tyler Odekirk. First pitch takes inside, held up there. It didn't matter. That's strike 1. McKinney already 9 strikeouts on the season. Tied for the team lead with Raul Sandoval. 0-1 pitch to Odekirk. Odekirk lets it fly, and that's going to be a foul ball to the right side, 0-2 count. If Mitchell could get out of this jam with only 2 runs allowed, down 3-0 heading into the bottom of the fourth, that would be massive.
That's why they play 9. It's a long game.
Baldovino with a little bit of a lead on third. And the 0-2 pitch looks like it plunks Odekirk on his left arm, and he's going to take first base. The Oaks have runners at the corners here, 2 down in the top of the fourth inning. And Raul Sandoval coming up from the 2-hole. Sandoval already today with a walk in the third inning. Ended up being left on base.
And if you can see, the umpire also got plunked on that play, and he's being checked on by the third base umpire. It looked like it deflected off of the hitter Odekirk onto the side of the umpire. Seems to be okay as he walks back slowly to the plate. See Raul Sandoval checking in on him.
He looks all right.
You don't talk about it a lot, but umpires, over the course of their career, they take quite a beating too.
Dusts off home plate. Throws his mask back on with a little vigor, and we're back in. Raul Sandoval waiting for the first pitch of the at-bat from Brandon Mitchell. 2 down here, runners on the corners, Oaks up 3-0. First pitch is a little low, and that's a 1-0 count. Baldovino readies. Mitchell with a pickoff attempt at first. Odekirk gets back in time.
This is a clear stealing situation for Tyler Odekirk. Already has his first 2 bags of the season today. He's going to be awfully aggressive, trying to get that number higher. And he was almost picked off on that play. His first move was to second. That's how you know he was thinking about stealing on that pitch. Was able still to get back to first safely, though.
Brandon Mitchell, the lefty from University of New Orleans. 1-0 pitch, a little bit outside. Once again, 2-0. Lots of speed on the base paths. Obviously, Odekirk at first, Baldovino at third.
This might be an interesting hit and run spot. Maybe not on this pitch, but later in this at-bat.
2-0 pitch. It bounces to the backstop, and that's going to be a run scored. Heads up, base running by Baldovino and Odekirk. Baldovino scores on the wild pitch. Bounced right off of the catcher's glove. Elizalde's glove, right to the backstop. 3-0 count here. 3 runs in the top of the fourth. The Oaks lead 4-0. Runner on second in scoring position. Great opportunity to swing for Raul Sandoval up 3-0.
And unfamiliar territory for the Oaks, who are 3-3 this season, but their first big lead early in a ball game.
And that pitch is in there, 3-1 count.
I mean, every game has been such a brutal grind. And even yesterday, it wasn't a blowout until the 9th inning. It'd be nice for the Oaks to just
ease into a win.
Exactly.
3-1 pitch is low. Ooh, no, it looks like Sandoval swung at that. I'm not sure what happened, but that's a strike. 3-2 count.
Yeah, it was just a pitch taken. It was low. It bounced off of the glove of Elizalde. Tried to frame it, but it dropped out of his glove. Ump was paying attention. That was a strike.
3-2 count. Oh, Sandoval was ready to go to first, and that is strike 3. A big strikeout to end the inning for Brandon Mitchell. That inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base.
3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 runners left aboard.
3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 runners left aboard. The Oaks, with 3 runs in the top of the 4th inning, lead 4-0 as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. And welcome back here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Zach Engberg alongside Jordan Brenner here at the beautiful MLB Youth Academy in Compton, California. Oaks with the 4-0 lead over the Academy Barons. Jacob Flores back out for his 4th inning of work. Quickly, 1-1 count here to the leadoff hitter, Masai Dorsey. Dorsey struck out looking in the 1st inning. Flores, as we've mentioned, last year at San Diego State never went more than 4 2/3 innings, but he looks primed to extend that high for the Oaks. A no-hitter, a perfect game through 3 innings, Jordan.
Hold on. You can't say that, can you? Is that you allowed to say that? Zach?
I think after 3 innings it's okay.
What are you talking about? Before 3 innings it's okay. After 3 innings it's come on now.
I say once you get into 5 or 6 innings, because 3 innings a perfect game is not that bad, but 5 or 6, that's when you start working. 3-1 count to Dorsey. Fouls it off. Full count here.
I think we all know what's about to happen.
We'll see. Remember, Flores has that Aztec magic. I think that counteracts any kind of whatever I would bring to the table.
Get out of here.
3-2 count, and that's a walk. Look at that. Ha-ha. There goes the perfect game. I guess I'm wrong sometimes.
If you can't see us, and I know you can't, I don't know why I said that. My head is shaking profusely right now.
I don't think I changed anything. 1 runner on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Channy Ortiz, the shortstop and the 2-hole hitter here. First time up, Flew out to Yamashiro at first. He bunts right there, and it's going to be foul, 0-1 count. Flores today, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Very efficient outing so far for the big lefty from San Diego State. Going to be heading into his junior season next year for Coach Mark Martinez. Flores nods his head, readies, delivers. Chaney Ortiz, and that is going to drop into the right field gap. He's going to hold at first base. Dorsey's going to go to third. First hit here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Barons. Runners on the corners.
Yikes, Zach. Come on now.
So you think this is my fault and not the fact that he has only once in his career pitched more than 4 innings?
You're the one knocking the player. The first time you said it was a perfect game or a no-hitter, first the perfect game was given up on the walk. The very next hitter, the no-hitter was broken up. I don't see how it's not your fault.
So I'm pitching. Is that what you're saying? I'm pitching. I'm giving up these hits?
You're on thin ice, buddy.
First pitch to Basil Williamson Jr. Low and away, 1-0 count. Runners on the corners here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First jam of the year for Flores, and apparently it's my fault. 1-0 count. In there for a strike. 1-1 count here. No outs in the bottom of the 4th.
All fun and games, Zach.
I hope so. Williamson struck out swinging in the 1st inning. 1-1 count, delivers. Ortiz was running on that play. Foul ball into the Barons' dugout, 1-2 count. If you think this is my fault, let me know in the comments. Nobody? All right, cool.
Give them time. They're coming.
Williamson sits the bat on his shoulders. Flores delivers another foul ball down the left side. Still 1-2 count. Flores sets, delivers. Big swing and a miss for Williams Jr. 3rd strikeout of the day for Flores. 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that right there, Jordan, that's a massive strikeout to get against the number 3 hitter in the order. 2 runners on. Huge.
Yeah, Williams struggling today. 2 strikeouts, both swinging. But how about Jacob Flores? His sequence today, he's had excellent command of the heater. Has mixed that with some good off-speed pitches, keeping hitters on their toes.
Benjamin Donnerson, the DH, up. Takes the first pitch. High and away, 1-0 count.
And Jacob Flores, you mentioned, didn't go more than 4 2/3 innings this past year. How about cruising into the 4th inning? Hasn't even broken a sweat.
Little pick-off attempt there. Ortiz gets back easily. Donison out of Cal State Dominguez Hills. Local Chino Hills kid. Ortiz is running. Steals second easily. Jacob Castro, no play there. And there are 2 runners in scoring position here for Donnerson in the bottom of the 4th inning. Donnerson is a junior last year for the Toros. Started 3 games. Only 2 RBIs, 1 for 17 at the plate. But a cleanup hitter today. Takes low in the dirt, 3-0 count, 1 out. 3-0 pitch, and that's a walk, and the bases are loaded here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Jacob Flores struggling in his first extended appearance of the season. Donnerson at first on a walk. Ortiz at second after a stolen base. Dorsey at third after a walk. Reached third on the Ortiz single. So he's a little mound visit with Flores. One down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Jordan, how is Flores going to get out of this jam?
Well, that's a loaded question. The quick answer is he's going to pitch well if he's going to get out of this jam. But against a left-handed hitter, the strategy has to be looking for a double play here. I mean, if you get ahead in this count 0-1, 0-2, you could start looking towards the strikeout. But you're not going to want to give him anything elevated that he can drive to the outfield. Mostly low below the knees, and look for the strikeout if you can.
Have to be careful, though. Don't get too low, because if you walk, that's a run.
That's true. But Jacob Castro has been a rock behind the plate so far today.
Jair Donovan up in the 5-hole. First pitch low and away, 1-0 count. Donovan first time up in the second inning. Grounded into a put-out by Yamashiro. He took it himself for the second out in the second inning. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. Painted the outside corner. And just as you said, Jordan, Castro, great job right there framing the pitch, 1-1 count.
Oaks have been able to wiggle their way out of a number of jams this year. Can they get out of another?
Donovan holds up right there, 2-1 pitch. Flores at the breaking ball, tried to get him. Just missed.
It's a big moment for the Academy Barons. They lost 9-2 yesterday. Game on the brink of being a blowout. Going to try and stay in this game.
And a big swing and a miss on the fastball by Flores. Donovan missed. Couldn't catch up to it. 2-2 count.
That's a filthy pitch from Flores from the left side to a lefty. Starts over the middle of the plate, sinks into the back leg. Almost impossible to get a bat on that one.
Massive pitch from Flores here. Looks off the runner at first. Donovan pops it up, foul ball. Castro runs. Not going to have a play on it. Bangs against the top of the press box. Still 2-2 here in the bottom of the fourth inning, 1 out. Donovan, the center fielder. 2 RBIs this season. Only 2 for 10. Flores checking on the runner at first. Donovan once again fouls it off over the Barons dugout. It's getting quiet here at MLB Youth Academy. You can tell. Huge at-bat. The tension's starting to build, Jordan.
Yeah, like I said, there's going to be tension when you're down 4-0 and coming off a 9-2 win. That's baseball. But the Barons, you're right, threatening. Could put up a big number in this inning.
2-2 pitch, low and away. Donovan holds up. Full count here.
No action, I believe, in the Oaks bullpen. I think there is some chatter going on back there. But this looks to be Jacob Flores' inning.
Flores sets. Donovan grounds. Foul ball.
That was a ball. And Donovan was chasing. I mean, a solid pitch, obviously, from Flores, getting the hitter to attempt at it. But if he had the patience to lay off of that one, that would have been a run and a walk for the Barons.
This spot is all about having the plate discipline, because even a walk is a run right here. And right there, that's a walk and a run. Donovan takes high, and the Barons are on the board here, down 4-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning.
And only one hit given up by Jacob Flores in this inning. And I was wrong. Coach Solis is going to make a change and go to the right-handed pitcher. Jacob Flores beat himself in this inning. 3 walks, and his day is over, Zach.
Well, unless you think it's my fault, I'll take full responsibility. Flores with a bad outing here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We will come back and get you the new pitcher on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. And welcome back here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Zach Engberg alongside Jordan Brenner here, continuing the long fourth inning here. Oaks leading 4-1, but the Barons threatening, already one run here. Bases loaded. We have a new pitcher, Chris Torres. I will get you Jacob Flores' complete line in a second. First pitch from Torres to Logan Pollock is in there for a strike. Jacob Flores went 3 1/3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. So far it was earned. Obviously the bases loaded. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Chris Torres up to try to stop the bleeding. That's going to be a blooper, and it's going to drop there in center field. Center field. Pollock with an RBI single. There's a little jam here. Benjamin Donerson gets caught up in between second and third. The Barons score a run right there on the little bloop single, but there's 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 4-2 now, Oaks leading.
Weird play there because all the runners were confused whether that ball was going to drop. So getting a good read at third was Channing Ortiz. He scored easily, but Benjamin Donerson from second went back to tag. He thought the ball was caught in center field, and because of that was caught in between second and third. He was caught in a pickle for the second out of the inning. And moving over to second base is Jair Donovan with Pollock on first. And now Coach Solis out to talk. He thinks there were 2 runners on the bag at the same time, which would get the Oaks out of the inning. And Coach Solis is not going to get his way. He has not appreciated the early umpiring in this CCL season. Number of calls that have gone against Coach Solis and the Oaks.
A couple of base running quips, a couple of questionable box. Nonetheless, it's 2 down here. Torres on the mound. A 12 ERA this season. That earned run is going to be marked on Flores. Jalen Hurd up now. 2 down in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch fouls it off. Skies it out of the stadium. 0-1 count. Torres has struggled early this season. 3 innings of work. But that pitch is beautiful in there. The breaking ball 0-2 count. Considering that the Barons had the bases loaded, getting out of this inning with only 2 runs allowed.
Be huge.
It'd be a win. Readies for the 0-2 pitch.
Here comes the slider. Castro setting up away. Never mind. Just a fastball. Thought it was.
Well, it misses, and that's a 1-2 count.
He did set up down and away.
That would have been a perfect time for a slider.
I'll eat my words. That was bad.
We all make mistakes, Jordan. I gave up 2 runs this inning, so.
Yes, you did. Highest ERA on the Oaks, Zach. 2 earned runs and no innings pitched.
The breaking ball is in there. That's strike 3 to Jalen Hurd. He disagrees. That's a beautiful pitch from Torres. Gets out of the jam. And the Oaks heading to the top of the 5th inning, up 4-2. That'll be 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. As we head into the top of the 5th inning, we'll come back from beautiful MLB Youth Academy on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Welcome back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Zach Engberg here alongside Jordan Brenner at the MLB Youth Academy. Conejo Oaks up 4-2 against the Academy Barons here in the top of the 5th inning. Nico Lima is going to be up from the 3-hole. First pitch drives it into left center field. That'll be an easy play for Kendall Pettis right there, the left fielder. 1 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Brandon Mitchell out for his 2nd inning of work.
Nico Lima barrels up the baseball every time he swings, it seems. And believe me, the tide is going to turn. There's going to be a weak stretch this summer, Zach, where Nico Lima is going to put up stupid numbers.
Hitters hit. Castro, the catcher. Lots of alliteration there. Takes first pitch outside, 1-0 count. Castro 0 for 2 today. Flew out to the left fielder in the first. And a big swing and a miss. I thought he was going to let go of the bat maybe and let it fly. Holds on, 1-1 count. And in the 3rd inning, grounded into a 4-6 fielder's choice that ended the rally. 1-1 pitch. And that is the 2nd hit batter of the day. Castro reaches first. Plunked him on his right arm.
Yeah, caught him right on the elbow guard. That's why you wear it. That was the anti-voice crack right there.
Oh, man. It's been a long day. Ryan Yamashiro up, the first baseman. Number 32 from Cal Lutheran University. 0 for 1 today. First pitch. Right back into the netting, right, just to the right of us, 0-1 count. Sometimes the instincts kick in on that kind of play. Want to reach out and grab it. But thank God the netting's there, man. Ooh, that could be bad. 0-1 count, 1 out here. Mitchell goes to first. Castro slides back safely. And you got to be on guard when you're running, especially at first base against that lefty. Such a quick pickoff move. If you're not ready, Mitchell again. Castro slides back once again. Still 0-1. Quiet night. Second pitch a little bit outside on the heater, 1-1 count. Yamashiro with one of the longest home runs this season in Pasadena, Jackie Robinson Stadium. Blasted it to center field. Yamashiro fouls it off right there, 1-2 count. So we know he has the pop. We know he has the power. As you mentioned, Jordan, to all fields. But he's just a great hitter. He's got the pop, but he can hit it to all fields.
You can tell Ryan Yamashiro lives in a batter's box. When he gets into the batter's box, it's almost like he's back at home. And some guys you see, they step into the box and they're a little bit jittery, nervous for the at-bat. That's not Ryan Yamashiro.
1-2 count. Yamashiro jams it and it bounces off the shortstop's glove. It's going to be 2 runners on here in the bottom or top of the 5th inning. 1 out.
Yeah, ball went right off the glove of Channy Ortiz and dipped into left center field. The Oaks will take it. This game has been just a bunch of dink and dunk hits on both sides. Both teams getting a bit lucky. Here's Steele Ledford.
Steele Ledford up. One for 2 so far today. Reached on a single and scored in the 4th inning. First pitch a little bit outside, 1-0 count. And we saw a little bit, Ledford showing a little bit of everything back in the 4th inning. The nice hit and the wheels getting from first to third on the double.
Look how much space there is on the left side of the infield. Could be a bunting opportunity.
Ledford pops it up. Elizalde, no play, lets it go. 1-1 count. Ledford this season, 5 hits. A couple of extra base hits. 3 singles. One count, 1 out. And that's a strike from Mitchell. Slides right in there. 1-2 count. And that's just a nasty pitch, Jordan. You can't really do much with that. Inside corner. Lefty on lefty. Ledford. Line drive right to the first baseman. Jalen Hurd steps on first for the solo double play. And the Oaks, 1 hit, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base after that double play by Hurd. And the Oaks lead 4-2 as we head into the bottom of the 5th inning on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Welcome back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Zach Engberg alongside Jordan Brenner as we head into the bottom of the fifth inning. The Conejo Oaks lead 4-2 over the Academy Barons. And first up here in the bottom of the fifth for the Barons, the catcher, Matthew Elizalde. First pitch swinging, 0-1 count from Torres. Beautiful pitch to start off the at-bat. Active fourth inning for the Barons. Second pitch a little bit outside, 1-1 count. A couple of hits, a couple of walks, a couple of runs. The 1-1 pitch is in there. Painting the outside corner, 1-2 count. Torres did a good job of getting out of the inning. Only 2 runs after the bases were loaded. 1-2 pitch. Bounces in the dirt, 2-2 count. Elizalde first time up. Grounded into a 4-3 put out. Skies it to right field. He's got a beat on it. But it's going to drop right in front of the feet of Raul Sandoval. Couldn't quite get there. And Elizalde is on with a leadoff single.
Only the third hit today for the Academy Barons, and yet another dink and dunk in a right field.
Kendall Pettis out of the 9-hole up. First time up in the third inning, grounded into a 1-3 put out. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. Hard hit ball. That's a foul ball, 0-1 count. Swinging the bat back and forth. Torres delivers. Skies it. Castro, mask off. Is not going to have a play. 0-2 count. 2 foul balls. Pettis leaned back a little bit. Torres with a quick pickoff attempt. Elizalde slides back into first safely. You don't see those quick pickoff moves from righties very often, but Torres, rapid fire right there. Elizalde ready to run. 0-2 pitches, a little bit low, 1-2 count. Torres with a nasty breaking ball, but just a little bit high, 2-2 count. Kendall Pettis is going to be going into his freshman season at Oklahoma, out of Chicago, Illinois, the outfielder. Big pitch right here from Torres. Pettis grounds. That's going to be not going to have a play at second. The long throw, and Yamashiro with a great pick at first base. 1 down here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Odekirk right there knew he wasn't going to have a play at second. Went to first. Long throw. Yamashiro with a great pick right there. Once again, flashing the leather. 1 down here in the bottom of the fifth inning.
Yeah, tough play from Odekirk. Had to make a quick decision whether he was going to throw to second and try and get Elizalde. Made the right decision, threw to first. Wasn't a great throw, but Ryan Yamashiro, so solid there with the glove. Beautiful pick for the first out.
Masai Dorsey, the leadoff hitter. The second baseman. 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking in the first inning. Reached in the fourth on a walk. And the first pitch grounds to Odekirk. Looks off the runner at third. It's going to be an easy 6-3 put out. 2 down here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Elizalde reaches third. Some heads up base running. Channy Ortiz, the shortstop, up now 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ortiz 1 for 2 today. Flew out to Yamashiro in the 1st inning. Had a single in the 4th. Stole second base, ended up scoring in that inning. Coach Solis is going to come out to the mound. The Barons, a little action here in the bottom of the 5th. Elizalde at 3rd.
Coach Solis going to make a change and play the matchup here, I believe, bringing in the lefty to face the new hitter, Channing Ortiz. And we'll send it to a break, Zach.
Come back here. The Barons with a runner at 3rd on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Noah Matera coming in here for the Oaks. Runner on 3rd, up 4-2. Welcome back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Huge at-bat for Noah Matera. Chris Torres went 1 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. No strikeouts, 1 walk. Left a runner on 3rd. Matera ready for the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to Channy Ortiz. Ortiz, the switch hitter, was going to go lefty against Torres, switched off to the right side to face Matera. And a chance to close the gap a little bit more here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-1 count, 2 outs. The lefty delivers a little bit inside. Ortiz bent his knees back, 2-1 count. Sun's starting to set here in Compton. 2-1 pitch a little bit high, 3-1. The Oaks so far today, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. The Barons, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. A couple of stolen bases for each team. Been active last couple of innings. And the 3-1 pitch is low and inside. And that's a walk. The first batter Matera faces, and there are runners on the corners here. As Basil Williams Jr. is going to come up. Williams 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts, both swinging. And a chance right here to tie the game or even take the lead with 1 swing. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. And a big swing and a miss by Williams. He was looking to take the lead right here.
Big spot for Matera. A deep breath on the hill. Critical part of this ball game.
Looks off Elizalde at third. Looks off Ortiz at first. Ortiz with a little shimmy at first. Williams skies it once again to the right side and foul. Matera coming into the game, 4 innings, no earned runs, 1 strikeout, allowed 3 hits, 1 walk. An effective 4 innings this year for the lefty. Ortiz with little lead. Goes back to first in that pitch. Again, the breaking ball inside. Williams holds off. 1-2 count. Castro with a good job of catching up to it. Wild pitch right there. Would have easily scored a run. Perfect hit and run opportunity here for the Barons. Knight starts to quiet down here in Compton. And that pitch again inside. 2-2 count. Matera with a little bit of control issues so far tonight. First 2 batters having a hard time finding the strike zone against the righty Ortiz and the righty Williams. Readies. And again inside. Ortiz is going to reach second on the low pitch in the dirt. Castro took a second to corral it. 3-2 count. 2 outs. 2 runners in scoring position now for Basil Williams Jr.
As a pitcher here, you got to throw a strike and trust your defense.
Williams leads the Barons this year with 4 RBIs. Dangerous spot against the 3-hitter here. Williams drives it, and it bounces right past Gomez at third. 1 run's going to come home. Ortiz is going to round third and come home. Williams slides into second, and he is out. The big throw by Lima got Williams at second base, but the big 2 RBI hit there from the 3-hole hitter. The Barons tie this game up at 4 as we head into the top of the 6th inning. The Barons, 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, no runners left aboard. The game is tied 4-4. The Oaks will be up in the top of the 6th inning. Come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Welcome back here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Zach Engberg sitting here in beautiful Compton, California, MLB Youth Academy alongside Jordan Brenner. The Oaks and Barons tied 4-4 going into the top of the sixth inning. The Oaks at bat, Ramon Gomez leading off here in the sixth once again against the big lefty, Brandon Mitchell. Gomez fouls the first pitch off a 1 count. Mitchell delivers the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Mitchell last season, 10 appearances, 1-3 record, 6.75 ERA for the lefty. 22 strikeouts. That pitch a little bit outside 1-2 count. Again outside 2-2 count. Gomez 1 for 2 today. Flew out to the right fielder in the second inning. Had a huge double into the gap in the fourth. And a big swing and a miss. Gomez strikes out here to lead off the sixth inning. Baldovino going to come up here.
Got him with a fastball there. Here's my best pitch. Right down the middle. Try and hit it. Gomez couldn't. He's 1 for 3.
First pitch to Baldovino, a little bit outside 1-0 count. Baldovino had a triple in the fourth inning. That big 3-1 fourth for the Oaks. Baldovino skies it into right field. And that's an easy play for Jair Donovan. 2 down here in the top of the sixth. Trent McKinney out of the 9-hole up now. 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. But he's got the type of... He provides the type of excitement that can spark this team here. Tied in the top of the sixth inning.
All it takes is one swing.
Mitchell with the pitch. McKinney checked his swing 1-0 here. And a big swing and a miss. McKinney leaned back. He was looking to send that thing into the lights in left field. Another big swing and a miss from McKinney. 2-1 count. 1-2 count. One, 2 count. McKinney. 3 big swings, 3 big misses. And Mitchell gets out of the inning. That's a 1-2-3 inning for the lefty. The Oaks, no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. It's tied 4-4 here from the beautiful MLB Youth Academy as we head into the bottom of the sixth inning. Come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Welcome back here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Zach Engberg here alongside Jordan Brenner. Benjamin Donnerson, the DH, is going to lead off for the Barons here in the bottom of the sixth inning, tied 4-4. Noah Matera back out for the sixth inning, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. Matera came out last inning, struggled a little bit with his command, but right here already up 0-1 on Donnerson. Just a little bit outside, 1-1 count. Donnerson 0 for 1 today. Reached in the fourth on a walk. And that pitch is in there for a strike. You saw the dirt fly off the glove there, off Castro. Little heat there for Matera, 1-2 count. One-two pitch, a little breaking ball. Doesn't break enough, just misses high and outside, 2-2 count. Just misses right there. And we have a little news for hockey fans out there. It looks like the St. Louis Blues captured their first Stanley Cup tonight, beating the Boston Bruins. We know Zach Kamenko is a big hockey fan. 3-2 pitch, a little bit outside, and that's a walk for Donnerson. Reaches first base. Matera still struggling to find the strike zone here in the top of the sixth inning, or bottom of the sixth inning, forgive me. And the Barons have something going as Jair Donovan, the right fielder, is going to come up. Little lefty-on-lefty matchup here. One runner on, no outs. Not a big hockey fan, Jordan?
Well, I didn't comment on it, so that'll give you an idea.
Donovan looks like he's going to bunt. The throw back to Donnerson. Can't quite get him at first.
But good for the city of St. Louis. They know how to win around there.
The Cardinals, obviously. Like a little discussion here between Castro and the ump. They settle down. Donovan in readies for the 1-0 pitch. Matera looks off Donnerson at first. Low and outside there, 2-0. Donovan also reached on a walk in the fourth inning. Lots of walks today for the Barons. Great plate discipline. And a big swing and a miss on the pitch by Matera. 1-2 count. Free swinging from the cleanup hitter. Donovan fouls it back into the netting. A little bit to the left of us. 1-2 count still. Starting to cool down here in Compton. But a beautiful night nonetheless. Matera with the pitch. Donovan backs off a little bit. Castro grabs it. High and inside, 2-2 count. Donovan drives it down the left field line. It's going to be foul. Sliced that one. Donovan from Concordia University down here in Irvine, California. 6'1", 200, just finished his redshirt sophomore, or heading into his redshirt sophomore season. Donovan swings and fouls it back once again just to the left of us. Still a 2-2 count. He's fighting off every pitch here, Jordan.
Oaks pitchers have had a tough time the last couple of days putting hitters away. Only 4 strikeouts in today's ball game. Yesterday, the Oaks only struck out 3 Santa Barbara Foresters.
Flores started strong, 2 strikeouts in the first inning, but since only 1. Donovan misses on that one. That's a strikeout for Matera, just as we were saying. They couldn't get any hitters to swing. Right there, a big out. One down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I guess the broadcaster's curse works the other way too, Jordan, doesn't it?
Yeah, the reverse broadcaster's jinx. You can be famous for it. One of the best at the reverse broadcaster's jinx was Vin Scully, because he wouldn't directly say what was going to go on, but he would kind of allude to what he thought was going on. So he never fell into the area where he was going to jinx it.
The first pitch to Logan Pollock. In there for a strike, 0-1 count. Looks off Donnerson at first. Sounds like a broken bat single. That's going to be 4. 6-4-3 double play right there. Yamashiro has to kneel down to get it. And that is a big double play to end the 6th inning for the Oaks. The Barons in that inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base after that double play. As we head into the top of the 7th inning, I'm going to throw it back to Jordan Benner for play-by-play. Tied 4-4 here in Compton, California. Come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Welcome back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Game is tied 4-4 as we head into the top of the 7th inning. Zach Engberg here alongside Jordan Brenner. I'm going to throw it back to Jordan for the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. Jordan?
Back to the top of the order for Conejo in the top of the 7th. Tyler Odekirk, who's been busy, will lead off as he takes the first pitch ball away. Odekirk led off the game with a looking strikeout since he's been aboard twice, as the next pitch is over the outside corner, a ball and a strike. A base hit, 2 stolen bags, and a run in the 3rd inning for Odekirk. A hit by pitch in the 4th. The next pitch is down and inside, 2 balls and a strike. At MLB Youth Academy here. Academy Barons, Conejo Oaks, 4-4 ball game. Odekirk rips one left center field. Could be down, could be extra bases. Rounding first, going to second. Could be a close play. The throw is off the mark. And Tyler Odekirk has his 2nd base hit today. This time a double to left center field. And the Oaks have the go-ahead runner in scoring position. Just a laser beam off the bat of Odekirk. Barons are missing their head coach today, Kenny Landreau. And boy, has he racked up quite the resume. In his 9th season now with the Academy Barons. He's not just experienced here. He's done quite a few things. He might be familiar to a lot of you listening. As Brandon Mitchell checks Odekirk on second. He's already stolen 3rd once today, as I alluded to. 2 stolen bases today, 2 on the season. Gets a little lead. Next pitch is taken low. Ball and no strikes to Raul Sandoval, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Kenny Landreau. His best season here with the Academy Barons came in 2016. Barons had a 29-11 record, and that was the most wins in the program's history. 1-0 is outside, 2-0. Landreau is a Compton native, graduate of Dominguez High School in 1973. Didn't go to, well, pardon me, did go to college, but he was drafted out of high school by the Houston Astros, 8th round. Fly ball, medium deep center field. Odekirk back to the bag at second. He will not tag up. Basil Williams lobs it back into the infield after the first out of the frame on F8. Next up, Nico Lima. He is 1 for 2 today with a walk, a stolen bag, a base hit to left, an RBI, and a fly out to left. And the fly out, Zach, even that one was hit pretty hard.
We're still waiting for him to break through with his first home run of the season, but he is just getting closer and closer.
He'll take an RBI if he can get it. 4 runs, 7 hits for the Oaks. 4 runs, 4 hits for the Barons. The lefty offers. Lima takes, down and in, 1-0. Landreau went to Arizona State University out of high school, opting to forego that 8th round selection. And he played in 2 College World Series. Ground ball through the right side of base hit. Odekirk going to be held at third. First and third, one out for the Oaks. The tying run, the go-ahead run on third, and an insurance run on first base. And next up is Jacob Castro from UC Irvine. A base hit to the opposite field for Nico Lima. Just plugged the hole, and the Oaks are in business here in the 7th. It was a good decision for Landreau to go to college because even though he was drafted in the 8th round out of high school, he was a top pick in the 1976 draft, taken 6th overall by the California Angels. 2 on, 1 away. The pitch to Castro from the lefty at the knees, called a strike. Brandon Mitchell came into the game back in the 4th inning. He's given up 3 runs so far. Throw to first base, Lima down and under the tag, safe. Tyler Odekirk creeped down the line at third in case that ball got away from Jalen Hurd at first. 0-1, 1 away. 4-4 ball game, top 7 from MLB Youth Academy. Mitchell peers in for his sign. The lefty Castro awaits. A long pause on the pitch. The 0-1 breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-2. Just feels like a big moment in this ball game, Zach.
A lot of speed on the base pads. Odekirk 2 stolen bases today. Lima 1. You know they're going to be running it on any kind of contact, especially the outfield, Jordan.
Oaks were up 4-0 in this game. The 0-2 pitch, ground ball off the pitcher's leg into right field. Odekirk will score from third. Lima will go first to third on an RBI base hit that gives the Oaks a 5-1 lead here in the 7th. Brandon Mitchell took a shot off of what looked to be his kneecap. It deflected all the way into right field. He seems to be okay, and the Oaks on their 9th hit of the ball game take the lead.
Looks like the coach is going to come out, talk to Mitchell, make sure he's okay. That was a tough hit on his knee. Trainer's going to come out. Obviously one of the dangers of the position, but especially when it hits your kneecap like that, that's no fun, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it hit the knee. He's pointing to his shin. That was an awful hard ricochet for coming off of the body. Looks to be a quick meeting, and Mitchell will stay in the game. Oh, actually, they're going to bring in a new pitcher, and we'll send it to a break. Brandon Mitchell's day is done. We hope he's okay. The Oaks lead 5-4 here in the 7th, right here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Back here in the top of the 7th inning, Oaks have runners on the corners, only one out. They have a fresh lead at 5-4. Brandon Mitchell exited the game with what we think is a leg injury. Took a shot off of the base hit from Jason Castro, and to replace him is Travis Lavendier, the righty from Chico State, true freshman last year. Runner begins to go from first. Instead, he retreats, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed by Ryan Yamashiro. Yamashiro's 1 for 3 today with a base hit to left, a 5-4 ground out, and a fly out to right field. Lavendier, a 9.00 ERA in 2 appearances, 2 innings this year. 0-1 out, throw over to first base, and back in safely is Castro. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Oaks. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Academy Barons. Lights begin to illuminate here at MLB Youth Academy as the sun begins to set. Pivotal moment in this ball game. The 0-1 is a fastball outside to Yamashiro. Steele Ledford on deck, followed by Ramon Gomez. Oaks 1-2 in CCL play, trying to get back to 500. 3-3 on the season. The 1-1 pitch, runner goes from first. The throw to second is going to be cut off. The throw to the plate is going to be in time. Lima caught trying to steal home a perfectly executed play by the Academy Barons. So Castro steals second base. The throw was cut off by the shortstop, Channy Ortiz. As it looked like the Barons were trying to get Castro at second, he picked it off through home, and they got Lima trying to score. 2 away here in the 7th.
Steal at home, one of the most exciting plays in baseball. And right there, a fantastic throw, even better tag.
Aggressiveness, the aggression for the Oaks not paying off here in the 7th. So runner on second with 2 away. And the next pitch to Yamashiro gets away from Elizalde. And going to third is Castro. One of the more exciting plays we've seen all season. Everybody seemed together, got up from their seats, and just awaited to see if Lima was out or safe. A close play, but the tag applied by Elizalde. And the umpire did not hesitate. 3-1 to Yamashiro from the right side, trying to give the Oaks another insurance run up 5-4. The pitch. Calling a strike at the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A long look in for Lavendier. The righty rocks and fires. And it's inside to Yamashiro. Gets away from Elizalde. And the Oaks have runners on the corners with 2 away. And here comes Steele Ledford. He's 1 for 3. The ball he hit the softest actually ended up in a hit, which was a little chopper to short that he beat out. His next time up, he scorched one to first base and lined into a double play. Sometimes how the game works. His first at-bat against a right-handed pitcher today. He's faced 2 lefties. I'm sure he's savoring the opportunity. Breaking ball gets away from the catcher. In to score from third is Castro. To second goes Yamashiro. A big turn, but he goes back to the bag at second. The Oaks lead 6-4 on a wild pitch.
Great base running by Castro. Still second on the play where Lima went home, and then got to third, and then got home on that wild pitch.
6-4 Conejo, responding after the Barons tied the game at 4 in the 5th. 1-0 to Ledford. Here's the pitch. A fastball inside, 2-0. Been a seesaw affair so far. Back and forth. Two-0 pitch to Ledford. Outside, 3-0.
No surprise considering the Oaks' track record this season.
Yeah, what do you know? I guess we did jinx this game earlier when the Oaks were up 4-0. We said the Oaks are due for an easy game. And that is about the exact opposite of what this game has been. 3-0 pitch. Down the middle for a strike. 3-1. Anyway, back to Kenny Landreau, who we were talking about a little bit earlier in this season, who was drafted by the California Angels with the 6th overall pick. 3-1 is a strike at the knees, 3-2. Played 2 seasons for the Angels in the big leagues before being traded to the Twins in '79. In 1980, for the Twins, he had a franchise record 31 games in a row, 31 game hit streak. Still stands to this day. 3-2 pitch down and in. Ledford walks, 2 on, 2 out. But perhaps his biggest moment, and the moment he's probably most proud of, was the 1981 World Series. In 1981, he was actually traded to the Dodgers fresh off an All-Star appearance in 1980. He caught the final out of the 81 World Championship. Still has that ring to this day. Ground ball to short. Should be an easy play. 6-4. Ortiz to Dorsey. And the Barons are out of the top of the 7th inning, but not before the Oaks get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They strand a couple to the bottom of the 7th inning from MLB Youth Academy in Compton, California. Oaks 6, Barons 4 on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Clay Rickerman comes in to replace Noah Matera for the Conejo Oaks. Bottom 7, Oaks up 6-4 after a 2-spot in the top half. Here's the new hitter, Jalen Hurd, the first baseman. Takes a heater low, 1-0. Hurd today is 0 for 2. Matera's final line, 1 2/3 innings. Gave up a hit and 2 runs, though neither of them were earned. A walk and a strikeout as well. A line drive to right center field. Down, and it 2, 3, 4 hops the wall in right center field. Hurd into second, a stand-up double. And how about the noise coming from the Barons dugout on their feet as they'll now bring in the tying run, Matthew Elizalde. Just a scorcher into right center field. Clay Rickerman's gone 3 innings this season, has an ERA of 3, He has struck out 5 batters and walked 2. He's going to have to break out that nasty strikeout stuff to get out of this jam in the 7th. No outs, a runner on second. First pitch, a called strike on the inner half. Clay Rickerman out of Cal Lutheran University. Past year through 29 1/3. Had an ERA just above 3. Breaking ball is fouled back, and the count is 0-2. From Granada Hills, California. Say hi to Rebecca and Kenneth, his parents, if they're watching. Or brother Zach.
Great name. Best name.
No balls, 2 strikes. Slider is lifted to center field. Does it have a chance to drop? Another blue hit for the Barons. First and third, nobody out. In business in the bottom of the 7th inning. Just a little looper. Trent McKinney had no chance out of center field to get there. And it lands in the outfield grass for the Barons' 6th hit. Two hits in the inning. They were hitless through the first 3 innings. Didn't have a base runner the first 3 innings against Jacob Flores. But Flores was chased after only getting 1 out in the 4th inning. After he walked 3 batters and gave up a hit. He's given up 1 run. Flores gave up 1 run while he was in the game, but was on the books for 2 earned runs. Runners on first and third. Elizalde on first, Hurd on third. And here comes Kendall Pettis, 0 for 2 today with a couple ground outs. Nobody outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Rickerman gets his sign and offers. Fastball, ground ball to short. Odekirk to second for 1. The relay is in time, a 6-4-3 double play. The Oaks trade a run for 2 outs. That's a good trade to make when you're up by 2. 2 away, nobody on. 6-5, Conejo.
Great job by Rickerman getting out of the jam right there. As you said, allowed a runner, but that insurance run, that extra run, still up 6-5 here in the bottom of the 7th.
And Masai Dorsey, who does represent the tying runner, will hit with nobody on base. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. Rickerman's first pitch. Ground ball to shore. Odekirk. The sidearm toss to first in time. And Clay Rickerman erases a jam with a snap of his fingers. He gave up 2 hits to start off the inning. A 6-4-3 double play and a 6-3 putout. And we're through 7 full. A run, 2 hits, no errors. Nobody left aboard. Oaks clinging to a 6-5 lead on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. First pitch misses here in the top of the 8th inning to the New Oaks hitter. And the 1-0 is in there. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gabe Baldovino. Lavendier only lasted 2/3 of an inning and walked 2. Oaks up 6-5, and the new pitcher is A.J. Stinson, righty out of Alabama State. 6 foot, 205-pound freshman. This past year from Hadesburg. The 1-1. Breaking ball, just a bit inside, 2 balls and a strike. Stinson yet to throw a pitch in college, but in high school back in Mississippi, he helped lead the team to the Mississippi State Championship. Foul back to the screen, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Went 55 1/3 innings and recorded 72 strikeouts his senior year. Now here in SoCal for the summer, the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, ripped on and missed. Baldovino eliminated by A.J. Stinson. Next up, Trent McKinney. He's had a tough day, 0 for 3 with a couple swinging strikeouts and a tapper back to the hill. 6-5 Oaks, 6 runs, 9 hits for Conejo. 5 runs, 6 hits for the Barons. And it's been a clean game on both sides. No errors for either team. McKinney shows a bunt and pops it back to the screen behind home. 0-1. This year, A.J. Stinson has appeared once, lasted an inning, and didn't give up any runs. Struck out 2 and walked 1. The 0-1. A run back heater at the knees, 0-2.
So the game slowed down here a little bit, Jordan. In the bottom of the 8th. I wanted to ask you a trivia question, if that's all right with you.
I love it. 0-2 pitch fouled off high and out of play to the right.
So one of the most impressive players to come out of this program was Chris Davis, the slugger for the A's.
Sure.
He's played DH, led Major League Baseball the last couple of years with 147 home runs since 2016.
The 0-2 pitch is a fastball that gets by the catcher Elizalde and to the screen, 1-2.
David Ortiz, the famed Red Sox slugger, hit 485 career home runs as a DH. I wanted to know how many of those home runs came.
1-2 pitch, ground ball to short, ranging over is Ortiz, and he makes a nice play as he runs into center field for the second out of the inning. 6-3 on the putout, back to the top of the order for Tyler Odekirk. He's got 2 hits and 3 plate appearances. 2 hits and 4 plate appearances, 2 hits and 3 at-bats. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th.
How many of those 485 home runs came as a member of the Minnesota Twins, Jordan?
As always, first off, a pitch to Odekirk is in there for a strike. Are you asking how many of those home runs
he hit as a member of the Twins, the Minnesota Twins? He played on the Twins and then the Red Sox.
0-1 pitch. Oh, frisbee slider outside. As always, you can answer our trivia question on our Oaks YouTube page and earn absolutely nothing except for a congratulations on the broadcast. The 1-1 is a heater outside, 2-1.
You won our respect, which is just massive.
Well, that's for them to decide, and I don't know if it's that big. 2-1, 2 away, base is empty. Swinging a foul to the right, 2-2. I'll give my answer, my likely incorrect answer. See, that's a question, Zach, where there's no way I can get that one right. So if you want our records to mean anything on the season, you can't just ask me for a random number between 1 and 400. That's just not an encyclopedia. The 2-2 pitch, a ground ball to second. Dorsey Fields, sidearm tosses in time, 4-3. And how about that for a clean 8th inning? A.J. Stinson out of the pen, 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left aboard. Stick with us. Oaks 6, Barons 5, and my trivia answer in the bottom half of the 8th inning on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Bottom of the 8th inning, Oaks 6, Barons 5. On the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network, Clay Rickerman back in the ball game for Conejo. His first challenge, Channy Ortiz, the shortstop. He takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1. And the question in the top half of the inning, despite how unreasonable it was, I'll read it off anyway. How many home runs did David Ortiz have as a member of the Twins? 0-1, drops low on a breaking ball. And we see Mikey and Jen Sandoval getting in on the action on our YouTube page with a guess of 167. 1-1. Off the plate, 2-1. I guess I'm going to go with 118 home runs as a member of the Twins. 2-1 pitch, ground ball, actually a liner to short. Odekirk placed beautifully in the infield. It goes right at him for a line out to the shortstop in the first out of the bottom of the 8th. Oaks trying to get out of here with a win. It's a close game, though, 6-5. Oaks were up 4-0 heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 runs in the 4th and 2 runs in the 5th. Tied the game at 4. First pitch low to Basil Williams, who's 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and 2 RBIs. So the game was 4-4. Then in the 7th, the Oaks got 2 back. We're up 6-4. The Barons responded with 1 in the bottom half to make the score 6-5, which is where we stand. 1-1, 1 out, nobody on. Zach?
The answer?
Yes, sir.
David Ortiz, 41 home runs as a Minnesota Twin.
All right, 41 home runs. The answer, the 1-1, swing and a miss. 1-2.
And you're right, Jordan, that was a little bit unreasonable. I will tone it down.
It's all right. But the record is the record. We are now both 0-2 on the season. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. But I think both of us have to tone down the questions a little bit. They have to be hard enough where it's not obvious. Sure.
Well, yeah, your last one was pretty difficult, too.
What was that? Remind me.
That was how many no-hitters have there been where the team lost?
2-2 pitch, fouled out a play to the left side. Agreed. That was tough. It was relevant to the game. I think that's why I chose that particular one.
This one's sort of relevant. I try to connect the dots the best ways I can.
Not everybody can keep up with your brain, Zach. 2-2 pitch, line drive to deep center field. Taking a few steps back and making the catch is Trent McKinney. 2 gone in the 8th. Benjamin Donnerson is next up for the Barons. He's 0 for 1. Walked in the 4th and 6th innings. And he's the tying runner from the right side. Oaks lost last night, 10-1 at the hands of the always lethal Santa Barbara Foresters. Breaking ball, a strike at the knees. Oaks went to 3-3 on the season, 1-2 in the CCL. Looking to get back to 500 in CCL play tonight. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball outside from Rickerman. He's got that hammer going today, doesn't he, Zach?
Curveball is working late.
Sharp break. The 1-1. Fastball fouled back to the screen. It's a loose net behind home plate, so fans in the first row really get a scare when that ball comes roaring back to the screen. A lot of screens, it'll just die right there in the tight screen. This screen, it goes back right in the face of the viewers. Ground ball to third, 5-4. Gomez to Yamashiro, and a 1-2-3 inning for Clay Rickerman. The Oaks have 3 outs to get, but first they'll try and tack on an insurance run in the top of the 9th. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. To the 9th inning, 6-5 Oaks on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Raul Sandoval to lead off for the Oaks. Top 9 from MLB Youth Academy in Compton, California. It's been a long day for the Oaks so far. 7.5 hours to be exact. Bus left at Cal Lutheran at 1 o'clock. And the boys are up 6-5 in the 9th. Sandoval plunked by the first pitch from Stinson. And he takes it, he wears it, and heads to first with the hit by pitch. A runner on to lead off the 9th, and here comes the always free-swinging, powerful Nico Lima. Thank the Sandovals for their participation on the Oaks Broadcasting Network. We will keep the tough ones coming, but we'll make it a little bit more reasonable for everybody to have a chance. Nico Lima from the right side awaits the pitch from Stinson. Fastball, chopper to the left side. Finds a hole into the glove of the shortstop. Backhand pick, throw to second, not in time. Ortiz got that ball after Pollock at third dove for it and missed. Ortiz ranged over, backhanded it. His only chance was to throw to second and hit Dorsey. Hustling, though, was Sandoval off the crack of the bat. And the Oaks will take it 2 on, nobody out. 6'5" Conejo on 10 hits for the Oaks. And Jacob Castro, the catcher from UC Irvine, making his Oaks debut tonight, awaits the first pitch from Stinson. And he shows bunt and pulls it. Takes it 1-0. Castro, late addition from UC Irvine. Appeared in 36 games as a freshman. Sophomore season this past year hit .211. Didn't hit a home run. Actually did hit 1 home run and 11 RBIs. His freshman season was a little bit better, hit .247 with 4 extra base hits and 12 RBIs. Again, he shows bunt, but he bluffs and pulls back 2-0.
So far today, a single, an RBI, a run, and a stolen base, all coming in the 7th inning. So busy debut for Castro.
Castro, more known for his defense, did not make an error in 22 games in 13 starts this past year. The 2-0 pitch rips one to the opposite field, but it's foul along the wall that is right near the third base bag. Two on, nobody gone. 2-1 pitch from A.J. Stinson, who got through a 1-2-3/8 and a bit of a pickle here in the 9th. He checks the runner at second and sets at the belt. A long pause, a deep breath, and now he checks the runner at second. Fakes the pickoff move. Sandoval back in safely. Small lead for Sandoval. Even smaller for Lima on first. Plenty of speed for Coach Solis to be creative. See if he does anything. The 2-1 pitch. Base hit to the opposite field. Sandoval around third. They're waving him. It gets away from the left fielder, Pettis. It's now a foot race. Around third is Lima. He'll score. Chugging for third is Castro, and he stands up on third base on a base hit with an error. It's the Oaks 8 and the Barons 5 here in the 9th.
Castro, a massive debut, a big 2-run single right there. Left fielder couldn't corral it. 2 runners score. And that speed on the base paths paid off right there, Jordan. They were rounding third with ease. Strutted in for 2 runs in the top of the 9th.
Plenty of speed on the paths for the Oaks. And they get not 1, but 2 insurance runs here in the 9th. Yamashiro takes a strike at the knees. 0-1. A clutch knock for Jacob Castro, his second hit of the ball game. He's 2 for 4 in his Oaks debut. 0-1 to Yamashiro. Swing and a miss. Actually fouled it off of what looked to be the thigh of the catcher, Elizalde. Infield in for the Barons. Pollock and Ortiz on the left side, Dorsey and Hurd on the right side. Outfield is playing shallow as well in case Yamashiro hits a base hit or a fly ball to a player. Maybe, just maybe, there's a play somewhere. No balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody got in the 9th. Stinson checks the runner. Winds and fires. The 0-2 is high. For a ball, 1-2. Oaks starting to get the gang back together. Should see the Ole Miss players come in soon. Kevin Graham, the shortstop. Should be a middle of the order bat for Conejo. The 1-2 to Yamashiro. Here's a slider that is well outside, 2-2.
Angus Denton will be a little longer. Arkansas, one of the powerhouses, made it to the College Baseball World Series.
And Denton has carved out quite the role for Arkansas. One of the top 10 teams in the country. It's been a meaningful reliever. He's thrown some big innings even in this tournament. The 2-2, ground ball left side, into left field, a base hit. It's a party in the 9th. Castro will score from third. 9-5 Conejo on Ryan Yamashiro's second hit today. That is now 3 hits in the inning and 3 runs as well. And now we are going to see a pitching change for the Academy Barons. A.J. Stinson pitched a clean 8th and struck out a batter. He has not retired any of the 4 he's faced in the 9th. His day is over. We send it to a break. We'll get you Stinson's final line and the new pitcher when we come back in a 9-5 ball game on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Back here in the 9th, the first pitch is high and outside to Steele Ledford. A.J. Stinson lasted an inning plus, 3 hits, 3 runs, though only 1 was earned. Didn't walk a batter and struck out 1. New pitcher is Nikel Galatas. Another big righty. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball on the outside corner, a ball and a strike. Coladas shuffles the ball in his right hand. That's placed behind him. Glove tucked to his left side as he comes set and throws to first. Yamashiro dives in safely. One ball, one strike. Still nobody gone. So we are past the 8:30 hour here on the West Coast. The 1-1 pitch. Too low to Ledford, 2-1. Steele Ledford today has a hit in 4 plate appearances, though he's 1 for 3 with a walk. A pop out in the second. Hit a line out in the 5th. That turned into an inning-ending double play. 2-1, big lead now for Yamashiro at first base. Here's the pitch. Too low, and the catcher, Elizalde, blocks. 3 balls and a strike.
This is Galatas' second summer with the Barons. Last year, 26 and 2/3 innings pitched. A 2-2 record, 5.06 ERA, 21 strikeouts, 11 walks. No homers allowed.
3-1 to Ledford. Looking for a pitch elevated to drive. Instead, a fastball is outside, and Steele Ledford walks. 2 on, still nobody gone.
Stepping to play the third baseman, number 10, Ramon Gomez.
And Ramon Gomez next for the Oaks. Still nobody out in the 9th inning. 5 hitters have come to hit for the Oaks. Gomez is number 6. He's 1 for 4 with a double. And now he calls time. Off day tomorrow for Conejo before the Oaks are back at home on Friday. Pardon me, the Oaks will actually be in Santa Barbara at 6 p.m. on Friday. Fly ball to right field, and it drops. Hurd couldn't see it at first base. Ledford is at second. Now Yamashiro is also at second base. Ledford is now tagged out. What a weird play that was. I don't think I've ever seen that. Ledford hit a high pop-up that dropped. Jalen Hurd, I don't know if he saw it at first. It was a routine fly out. Maybe lost it in the lights. Ledford never stopped running from home. He got to second, where Ryan Yamashiro was looking to go back to first because he thought the easy fly out was caught. So there were 2 Oaks on 1 bag. Ledford is retired, and Yamashiro is on second.
I'm thinking maybe there was
an
infield fly. Gomez with the pop-up. It was an infield fly at first. Ledford, aggressive as always, tried to head to second. I think Ledford was just as confused as we are, Jordan, because he was going to second. He had no business going to second.
A strike at the knees to the new hitter, Gabe Baldovino, who is 1 for 4 with a triple. Yeah, it was an infield fly. So in that event, Ledford had to stay at first to tag up. Instead, his instinct was to run because the ball was dropped.
Baseball's weird, Jordan.
0-1 with 2 gone. Slider drops low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think we've seen a little bit of everything in these first 7 games for the Oaks. First 6 games.
9-5 Conejo, top of the 9th inning. 1-1 count with 2 gone. Yamashiro dances off of second. The pitch is on the inside corner for a strike to Baldovino. Baldovino, a couple flyouts to right field today, a strikeout swinging in the 8th. And then the triple to center field in the 3rd inning. Plug the right center gap. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Baldovino swings and misses. And the Barons are finally out of the 9th inning. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and a couple left for the Oaks. They strike for 3. They take a 9-5 lead, heading into the final frame of regulation. Stick with us. The Oaks could be 500 in CCL play when we come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Clay Rickerman back in the ball game. In to throw his third inning of this ball game. 9-5 Conejo. Oaks were up 4-0 after the fourth inning, or at least the top of the fourth inning, and have since added on. The first pitch is swung on and missed by Jair Donovan, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Struck out in the sixth, walked in the fourth, and grounded out back in the second inning. The 0-1 pitch, swinging a high fly ball to right field. Shouldn't be a problem for Raul Sandoval, who's under it and makes the catch. 1 gone, 2 gone, or 2 outs to get in the bottom of the ninth inning. It's been a long day, Zach. I don't even know if I'm speaking English at this point. You can let me know on the broadcast.
I got to be honest. You said in and out a couple innings ago, and I haven't stopped thinking about a burger and some fries and maybe a shake since. So I mean, my mind's on the game, but it's a little bit split right now. I got to be honest.
New hitter is Logan Pollock, the third baseman, who's 1 for 3. The base hit to center field. Breaking balls inside, 1-0. Clay Rickerman has just come into this game and thrown strikes. He's given up a run on 2 hits. 1-0. A run back heater in there at the knees. 1-1. Santa Barbara on Friday at 6 p.m. catches on the pregame show at 5:50. Slider outside, 2-1. Academy Barons come to Thousand Oaks on Saturday for a 4:30 start. And the Oaks and Barons will finish off the weekend on Sunday with a 1 p.m. start right here in Compton. 2-1 is low, 3 balls and a strike. Last week of the month, this is where the Oaks will have 2 off days. Final 2 weeks, the Oaks will only get 1 off day on Monday. The 3-1 pitch ripped to left field. Is it in fair territory down the left field line? And it drops as the wind brings it back into play, and that'll be a double for Logan Pollock. It was way up in the lights. It looked like it was going to be foul. And hold on, after deliberation, yeah, the umpires do confirm it was a fair ball in left field. So 1 out double for Logan Pollock. That's his second hit today. And the Barons have a runner on.
Dropped right into no man's land right there in between the left fielder, the third baseman, the shortstop. Everybody had a play, but nobody really knew what play to make right there. Odekirk went sliding down, just missed it.
Jalen Hurd, the first baseman, is the new hitter. He's got a hit in 3 plate appearances today. Fastball called strike. A double to center field of the 7th, and he later came around to score. Struck out looking in the fourth and tapped out back in the third. One away. Next pitch, Rickerman takes low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 9 runs, 12 hits for Conejo. 5 runs, 7 hits, and error for the Academy Barons. Field fully lit by the lights now as the sun is completely gone, approaching the 9 o'clock hour. Hurd calls for time and is granted it by the home plate umpire. Usually when the game goes this late, the Oaks will stop for dinner on the way back home. So if my memory is correct, last year the Oaks didn't get dinner after the game in Compton. The 1-1 pitch, fastball outside, 2-1.
Mine's on food, isn't it, Jordan?
Mine's on baseball, Zach. Always.
It's all we eat, baseball.
Can't get a better diet than that, can you? 2-1, 1 away. Runner on second base. Oaks 9, Barons 5. Foul back, and the count's evened up at 2.
Rickerman's been serving up a diet of fastballs tonight. Lots of heaters, and it's been working.
2 runs in the fourth, 2 runs in the fifth, and a run in the seventh for the Barons. A run in the third, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the seventh, and 3 more in the ninth for Conejo. 2-2 for Rickerman, who takes an extended pause, agrees with the catcher Castro, and fires a 2-2 bullet. Ground ball to the right side. Yamashiro fields, tosses to Rickerman, who covers. 3-1 on the putout as the runner advances to third. 2-1 with a runner on third. And here comes the Barons' final hope this evening, Matthew Elizalde. Elizalde today is 2 for 3 with a couple base hits, 1 to center, 1 to left. Has a run scored. Rickerman checks the runner, and he comes in with a fastball that is swung on and missed. 0-1. Well, the Oaks lost 10-1 yesterday. Clearly put that one out of their head. Up 9-5 in the bottom of the ninth. Trying to go to 4-3 on the year, 2-2 in CCL play. The 0-1 pitch. Foul back. Could it be in play? Castro has a look, but it sneaks behind us. No balls and 2 strikes. Thanks for joining us for this long game from Compton on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Appreciate everybody's help and everybody's support this evening. It's been a good game for Conejo. Trying to finish it up. No balls, 2 strikes. Rickerman sets, checks the runner, and pitches a fastball high and tight. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Rickerman's offering. Slider just a bit low. 2-2. Entirety of the Oaks dugout on the top step, hanging over the railing. Except for one guy sitting in the background. Can't tell who it is. The 2-2. Swinging a high fly ball down the left field side. Over to have a chance, and dropping it is Nico Lima. It drops in fair territory. It'll be a stand-up RBI double. Nico Lima simply overran that ball in left field. Pollock scores. It's 9-6 Oaks. That'll drive Coach Solis crazy.
Basically a repeat right there of the play earlier in the inning with Logan Pollock. Can't find it down the left field line. Maybe lost it in the night sky, I'm not sure, but two different plays.
I think this is the Oaks' first game under the lights for the summer, and that has clearly come into be a factor in this game. A first pitch strike to Kendall Pettis. He's 0 for 3.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Conejo Oaks game without a little drama, right, Jordan?
Could say that again. You'll probably say it again tomorrow, even though it's an off day. The 0-1 is outside, a ball and a strike. 9-6 Barons. Hope is not dead for the team out of Compton. 1-1, 2 away, a runner on second. Rickerman checks the runner a couple times and comes to the plate. A fastball called a strike inside corner. 1-2. Bus is warmed up. Air conditioning probably be turned off soon if Rickerman can throw a strike and get an out here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a chopper foul down the third base side. Coach Solis has made his way from the top step of the dugout onto the dirt right outside of the dugout. Antsy to get this ball game done. 1-2, a couple outs. Rickerman, as he always does, checks the runner. The pitch is a slider outside. A nice take from Kendall Pettis. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Barron's just staying alive right here, taking pitches, fouling pitches off, getting balls in play, doing everything they can to extend this game.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner on second. 9-6 Oaks the pitch. Called strike 3. And the Oaks take this one 9-6 on the road. Their first road win of the season. They had lost in Santa Barbara. They had lost in Pasadena. Today they get the win in Compton, 9-6 over the Academy. They move to 4-3 on the season, 2-2 in CCL play. And Zach, it was another resilient performance by these Oaks. They started this game up 4-0. The Barons fought back. The Oaks outlasted them with a number of insurance runs late in this ball game. A good win for Conejo into the off day tomorrow.
Yeah, tied 4-4 heading into the top of the 7th. 2 runs in the 7th, 3 runs in the 9th. This is one of the first games I've seen from the Oaks where they have a consistent performance from the offense. 4 different innings they scored a run. 9-6 win. That's a massive win heading into the off day, Jordan.
A feel-good win. Join us again on Friday evening where we'll be broadcasting from Santa Barbara. Oaks Foresters Part 3. From Santa Barbara, as I mentioned, at 5:45, we'll take the air for the pregame show. For everybody who made this broadcast possible, everybody here at the Academy Barons who made our stay here just wonderful. The Oaks intern team, our producer today, Emily Hilsinger, and my broadcasting partner, Zach Engberg. I'm Jordan Brunner signing off. Oaks 9, Barons 6. Oaks above 500 once again. Thanks for listening on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network.